There are no cheap EVs. Actually, that's not true. There are two. There's the Nissan Leaf and there is the Bolt EUV. Both of these cars you can get new for less than $30,000. I am like a very loyal Nissan Leaf fan, but in today's video we're going to check out the Bolt EUV because it is the closest thing in price to the Leaf, the 40 kilowatt hour car. And so in this video, what we're going to do is talk to Nigel, who's had the car for 6 months. He's going to tell you all the things that he likes and doesn't like about it. And also I'm going to give you kind of like my first impressions of the car because it'll be my first time driving it and seeing it. So I hope this video is helpful for everyone who can't make it out to a dealership, but is curious about the Bolt EUV. All right. Well, should we have a look at your Bolt?
Sure. Let's do it. It's a bit messy, but yeah. I mean, the sticker on this, as it is, was 30.
Really?
Right? So
Before anything?
Before anything, right? So then it was like, take 5 grand straight off the top, which is your state, so now you're down to 25 grand car. Obviously, you've got tax and things on the top of it.
Yeah.
But then there's the up to 7,500 federal, and then whatever else you may or may not qualify for. Yeah, see, I like cloth seats. This actually did come with the heated seats. I mean, the things I like about it, look at this storage under here. Nice little touch underneath here. Volume on the back of the steering wheel.
Oh, that's
lovely.
That's really nice.
Change your stations on the back of it.
Yep.
And then I like the screen. I like that it's tilted rather than flat. Or you see that this is up here, but it's blocked. So why can't I move that down to here and this information up to there? You know, little stuff like that. But I like everything else about it. It's tilt and telescope. This seat goes up and down, and so does that one. And that's a rare thing.
That is
right.
Nice.
That's normally like a luxury thing.
Yeah, the up down.
To up down on this. I mean, they're hand cranked. I don't care.
Yeah.
Once I've moved it, it's not moving again, really.
Yeah.
So my lights are over here. I like that my heating and everything is over here, nice and simple.
Yep.
And I like that these are simple. I mean, there's 2 screens of it. Stuff I never use.
And you can change those around?
Yeah, you can just move them so it's on whatever screen you want. And then, but I liked this home screen. Simplicity. This is induction, charging here.
Okay.
And lane departure warning and such is over there.
It's got a big back seat.
Yes, and it's flat. And it's flat on the floor. It's completely flat.
Really?
Yeah, so there's no center arch. So, you know, I mean, I carry a lot of junk around in here. I've got my jumper box and spare tire and jack and everything. So things that people have now got used to is frunks. People like to have their frunk. This does not have a frunk. You want to drive it?
Yes.
Come on in.
So we're driving the 2023 Bolt EUV.
Yep.
This is Nigel's car. How long have you had it?
6 months.
Okay. Did you buy it new?
Yes.
It does everything. Everything's electronic.
This was a package, which was a heated seats, heated steering wheel, and power seat. Right, so it's on anyway.
Okay, so...
just pull back on that, and then you're in drive.
Okay.
That's it.
Locks the doors automatically. Big heavy thud. So 182 miles of range.
Right now,
Max 214.
So what it's doing is it's calculating my worst and best and worst case scenarios based on how I drive it.
Yeah.
So that's 3/4 of a tank is 182 miles.
Capture my reactions here.
200 horsepower, 266 foot-pounds of torque.
Okay. It's not it's not loud.
No, no.
Like the new Leaf. The suspension seems on the softer side.
It is. I like soft.
Yeah.
You know, that's the thing with the Model 3 is it's like a go-kart.
Yeah, it's a little plush. It's kind of nice. A little bit softer than even my first gen Leaf. God, it does go. I'm guessing it's using traction control even.
Yeah.
It seems like it's cutting power.
And this has a sport mode, so we're not in sport now, we're in sport.
Okay, so what does that do?
That makes it even quicker.
Yeah. Oh, it does, okay. Oh yeah, it changes the throttle. Oh yeah. These EVs are no joke. There's no slow EVs, right?
No. And it's just smooth and it's quiet and it's soft and it's comfy.
Yeah.
and it has as much or as little as you want in it, and I don't want a lot. I would love to see them get rid of this piano black. Look at the dust in this car. The piano black is awful for that and for the screens. And why is that not matte instead of shiny?
It's a little bit of, you know, but it's very comfortable. Very comfortable.
And this has the rear seat airbags, front airbags here, curtain airbags. So I like the fact that it's got all of that.
Well, and this one's a little, this one's bigger in every way, right?
Yeah.
This car.
Yeah.
Than the regular Bolt. So it's the Bolt EV and the Bolt EUV.
Yeah.
So how does it go around a corner? Is it pretty good?
It's a bit more wallowy, so it's because it's got a bit more lean to it. And here's your one pedal. You want to see your one pedal? So here's one pedal. So if you lift your foot off now.
Oh, wow, it's very heavy.
Yeah. If you were to pull on this.
This one.
Yeah, right. It'll bring the car to a complete stop and then it'll just sit.
So it's extra regen.
It's like a foot brake, but for your finger.
That's kind of cool.
But it is, but it doesn't really work for coming out of the tunnels and going down the hill and, you know, in the mountains.
Sure.
You can't really use it because you got to be on it the whole time, and that's the thing. The whole brake mode thing is it would just slow your car down without you touching anything, right? And then pull on that.
You know what I like in the Leaf is it shows you how much regen.
Yeah, you can adjust it there. You've got different screens for it. But it's not. Again, it's not kind of. That's one of the things. The Leaf was just simple, easy to use, easy to understand, and nicely laid out.
Yeah, it was intuitive.
Yeah,
it's. I wonder if it's a little bit more narrow, maybe, or maybe it's the same as the new Leaf. You know, the width of the car.
I'm not really sure.
They're probably about the same.
I like how much headroom it has.
Yeah, it's tall.
And I like the visibility.
Yeah, so really, it's just the Leaf and this in this. Around $30,000.
And then your prices start going up for the Hyundai Kona and the Kia Niro would be the next models that are somewhere near that price range, but everything else is starting to get into the 40s.
Yeah. Is there anything between this and not?
Sadly not.
It's
See, and that's the thing. It's too much.
It is too much.
Right, and that's the thing about the Leaf is it offers you these different levels. Exactly.
One pedal driving.
Yeah. Right, not just one pedal driving, but brake mode and eco mode.
Yeah, the eco mode is...
Eco mode would be, we don't have an eco mode on this already. You got your one pedal.
And it's perfect. I think eco mode's perfect for, you know, I leave it in eco mode. It's nice. It's really nice.
I'll show you the trunk.
I mean, and this car is, I mean, it's awesome value.
Right, if you look at this compared to a new 40 kilowatt Leaf, the 40 kilowatt Leaf is 28, I think. Right, and then this is going to give you a 65 kilowatt battery, CCS charging, which is going to make your distance stuff easier to do. Plus, it's a liquid cooled battery. And this is why I made the jump. I sort of felt like I was, you know, leaving a loved one behind by not getting Nissan again. But then it got to the point where I have to, you know, think sensibly about it.
You know, I don't see many of these at all, or maybe I'm not looking.
Well, you'll see them now that you've driven one and seen one.
The Bolt EUV.
So, you know, same as all of them. All of your electronics are there. Your DC converter is over here.
So you get to see it.
Well, that's what I like. Down there's a small electric motor about the size of a big watermelon. That's your power plant. 7-to-1 ratio gearbox. That's all of your heating and cooling systems there. And then you've got different coolants. One coolant is used for your electronics. One coolant is used for your battery. And one coolant is used for the heating system. Right? You're going to replace this in 5 years, this in 7 years. Electric motors don't fail. I have a radon system in my house that's been there for 15 years. Right? That electric motor's never failed.
Yeah, the fan, right?
Yeah. Well, so I'm Nigel Zeed. I am, for my sins, a car salesman. Well, I have been. I started selling cars in 2007, and I have been selling electric cars with Tesla and Nissan since 2009. And I am now an independent, brand fluid EV educator. I'm just here to tell people about EVs. And that's what I do.